Good day, yoga people. Thank you for joining me for Open Flow today. My name is Stephen Cheng. Please visit my website at simhayoga.com for all the information on streaming and my schedule, as well as my Venmo information, which is handle Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit code is 8096 if prompted. We're coming to you live from Jersey City, New Jersey. I forgot about that part. If you're tight in your lower back or your hips, please sit up on a block and elevate. So I am live streaming right now on Facebook. However, after the session is over, it is saved on Facebook for a few days. And my Facebook page is Simha Yoga with Stephen Cheng, as well as the videos are uploaded to YouTube, and it is going to be there permanently. The quality of YouTube is way better than Facebook, so if you're having a difficult time streaming, you might want to go to Facebook perhaps a little bit later to get the video and watch it off of there. Also on YouTube, it is better in the sense that if you're watching on TV, you can pull it up on your smart TV. Or actually, what I should say is if you would like to pull it up on your smart TV, it is available for you on your app, on your TV. Alright, let's sit up tall, palms face up. Fingers come together, we'll draw thumb and index fingers touching. Grounding evenly through your seat. Allow the shoulders to broaden and start to connect to the breath. Let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer from the heart. Pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky. Setting your intention for yoga practice. Devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself. Your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification. Purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call a response, I will call it, and repeat the response with you. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Gadopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes and let the palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate through the left side of the neck. And then take the chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder. Left hand to the right side. Chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the left hand. Chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side, roll the center. A few more rounds at your own pace. So So beginning to take these circles to move the neck and the shoulders, top of the spine. Chin back to center and pause, full stop. And then taking the opposite direction. And back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Coming off the blocks, extend the legs forward, separating the feet. Hands supporting to either side. Turn your toes toward each other and roll out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling the ankles. Back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. And back to center again. Cross shins, opposite shin on top. The other crossing of the legs, the non-dominant side. Take the arms up high, extend, twist to the right. So now let's check your alignment. Look down past your torso. Make sure you have a vertical line with your torso. And then lift the chin to parallel the floor in a neutral position. And then you want to deepen the twist, look past your shoulder behind you. Take it back up to center. Extend. Exhale, twist to your left. Again, vertical line with your torso, neutral spine, and then twisting a little bit deeper, looking past your left shoulder behind you. You can also use your right hand to pull against your left knee, giving you a little bit more resistance, a deeper twist. Take it back to center, arms up. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Now as you reach through your left fingertips, make sure you ground the left seat down, right? You want to anchor down for support. Draw back up, other side. Ground the right seat down, extend the right arm out. Back to center, arms up, extend the legs forward, forward fold. Reach forward, make sure you maintain a lengthier spine, and then keep hinging at the hips, draw forward. Back up, bending at the knees and swing the legs back behind you, down dog, and pedaling out the legs, walk it out side to side. Maybe even bring some more movement to your hips and your lower back by swaying side to side. And then you can also lift up and down through your tiptoes, shift forward and back. So just bring lots of movement to your joints, loosen things up, beginning to warm up the muscles. All right, let's get back to stillness. Settle back into your down dog. Your hands are about shoulders width, fingers widespread, middle, your fingertips, the knuckles of the hands, and the pads of the hands, right, are pressing strongly into the floor. Be light on your wrists, right? Oftentimes when we put too much weight on the hands, we rely too much on your wrists. And then if this repeated pattern, you might actually pull your carpal tunnel, right? So it's really important to share a lot of work through the fingertips, right? And that way, you can stay safe with your wrists. All right, on the inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Foot is flat, reaching up and back. Exhale, draw the right knee toward the nose. Shift your shoulders over your wrists, high up on your left tiptoes as you round the spine. Kick the right heel up again, three-legged dog. Stack the hips, and then bend the right knee. So when you're stacking the hips, you're rotating your hips to the right side, so that the right hip stacks over the left. Right knee's reaching up, left heel's reaching down. Raise your right leg back up, square off your hips again, parallel to the floor, and then stepping your right foot forward, warrior one. Bending the front knee over the heel, extend the arms up high. Exhale, open it up for warrior two. Arms are parallel. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Right arm up and back, support the left hand to the left leg. Side angle, if you want to modify the right arm to top of the right leg, or the right hand directly to the floor, and then left arm up. Take it back up, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank, and then lower all the way down to the belly. Progressive cobras, hands alongside the rib cage. On the inhale, lift up to baby cobra. So your lower ribs and your belly flat to the floor. Exhale, lower arms all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher so the belly and the ribs come away from the floor. Exhale, lower arms all the way down. This time, inhale, lift up as high as you can. Maybe the elbows are still bent. And then take it all the way down to the floor, child's pose. Take the seat toward the heels and fold forward. Walk your hands in, standing on your shins. Take the hands together in prayer, interlace your fingers. Press your palms forward as you round the spine. On the inhale, lift up, gaze up, press the palms up toward the sky this time. Exhale, press the palms forward as you round. Inhale, lift, arms up. Exhale, press your palms forward as you round. Inhale, take it back up, stay here. If you want to introduce a little bit more of a back bend, lean the upper torso back and reach your hands, your palms slightly back in space. Release. Hands forward, down, up. Reconnect to the hands, pressing down, especially through your fingers. And heels are also reaching down toward the floor, but notice that the heels do not touch down. Inhale, raise your left leg up, three-legged dog, heels reaching up and back. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose, shoulders over your wrists, high up on your right tiptoes and round. Kick back up, stack the hips, bend your left knee, sideward scorpion. Your left knee reaching up, right heel's reaching down as you stack. Take the left foot back up, square off the hips, step the left foot forward, warrior one. Back heel down to anchor down for support, arms up high, vertical line. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Side angle, left arm to top left leg to modify, or left hand to the floor, right arm up. Inhale back up, reverse warrior. Right hand to support, left arm overhead. And then hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, plank. Lower all the way down to the floor again, and taking your progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Belly and your lower ribs are on the floor. Lower arms all the way down. Inhale, lift up maybe about halfway, so the ribs come away from the floor, so does your belly. And then arms all the way back down. This time, draw all the way up, the fullest extension you have for the back bend. And then bend the elbows all the way down. Take the seat back toward the heels, child's pose. Walk your hands in, lift the torso up, sitting on your heels again and your shins. Hands together in prayer. This time, take the other thumb on top, interlace, press forward, round the spine. Inhale, lift up, maybe lean back a little bit. Exhale, press your palms forward, round the spine. Inhale, lift up, and perhaps again, leaning back a little. One more time. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, take it up, and hold it in a slight back bend this time. Release, hands to the floor, take it back to down dog. Inhale, raise, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the right knee in toward the nose. 3 times, kick it up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up again, step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale, lengthen the front leg, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, reach up, lengthen the front leg. Exhale, bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, reach up, stay here this time with the arms up, and then bend the front knee for warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Same thing here. Lengthen the front leg, reach up, bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Tip the left hip back, reach your right hand forward, the The right hand can go to top of the shin, and then you can have all this range of space for you to take your triangle. If you can take the right hand directly to the floor, take it there, left arm up. Right? So if you're less flexible, that's where you take your shin. When your torso is a little higher, it's less demanding on your hamstrings and your lower back. So just be careful with that. Take it all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back. Plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. Walk your hands wider, maybe off your mat. Slightly forward, about one hand print. And then shift your fingertips. Lift the elbows up. Engage upper back by drawing your shoulder blades toward each other so your upper back now is strong. Press into your fingers. Lift up, baby cobra. Lift the elbows up higher. Engage the upper back even more. And then lengthen out a little bit more. Coming up about halfway. One more time. Lift the elbows. Engage the upper back. Come all the way up as high as you can. Holding here this time for 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Again through child's pose. Draw the seat back toward the heels. And walk it in. Wrap the hands back behind you. Draw the shoulders back. Reach your knuckles back. Broaden the chest and gaze up. Come back to neutral. Wrap the left arm on top, right arm underneath. Walk your hands toward the center line. So across the upper back, walk toward the center line, maybe grabbing the tip of the shoulder blades, right? And then round the spine. Draw your elbows toward the ribs. Lift back up again. Release. Wrap the hands back behind you and take the opposite thumb on top this time. Draw the shoulders open. Reach your knuckles back. Gaze up. Come back to neutral. Release your hands this time. Right arm on top, left arm underneath. Walk your hands toward the center line. Press your fingers strongly to the flesh of the upper back. And then round the upper back, drawing your elbows toward the ribs. And just spread the upper back. Release, come back to center. Walk your hands forward, down dog. Inhale, left heel up, 3-legged dog. Left knee in toward the nose and round. 3 times, kick it up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, left knee in. Kick it up again, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Extend the left foot back up, step the left foot forward. Warrior 1, arms up high. Inhale, lengthen the front leg, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms up, bend the front knee, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Lengthen the front leg, reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior 2. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior 2. One more time, lengthen, reach up. Warrior 2. Triangle, lengthen out the front leg. Draw the right hip slightly back. Reach your left hand forward. So you have this full range of space for you to modify your triangle, your left hand to top of the shin. If your hamstrings, your lower back a little bit more flexible, left hand to the floor, right arm straight up. On inhale, take it back up, reverse triangle, left arm up and back. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back. Lower all the way down to the belly. So this time I'll give you a front view. Walk your hands wider, walk your hands slightly further forward. But this time, turn your fingertips out about 45 degrees. So in the first round, your index or your middle fingers are pointing straight forward. This time, you're turning it out at an angle. Then shift your fingertips again, so tent your hands, tent your fingers, lift the elbows up, engage the upper back, and lift up to baby cobra. Lift the elbows up, engage the upper back, come up higher. Lift the elbows up, engage the upper back, lift up even higher. So for those of you with tighter shoulders, right? The hands rotating slightly outwards in this way will give the shoulders a little bit more space through this rotation, so that maybe it gives you a little bit more freedom, right? To take this cobra pose. And release, walk your hands in, take it back again to child's pose, nice and slow. Take it back up. Sitting on your shins, reach your arms forward. Eagle arms, wrap the right arm underneath the left. So in your eagle arms, you want to line up your elbows and then bend at the elbows. Top of the hands and pressing toward each other. Or if you have more range, double wrap. Alright? Lift the elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, round spine. Elbows toward the ribs and round just your mid and upper back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral spine. Twist to the right. Press your right arm up against your left. So you're feeling a lot of expansiveness to the outer edge of the left shoulder blade. Come back to center. Twist your left. Press with the left arm up against your right. Back to center again. Release your hands. Reach your hands out and up. Reach your hands forward. This time it's your left arm underneath your right. Line up your elbows. Bend the elbows. Tops of the hands toward each other or double wrap it. These are your eagle arms. Lift the elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Press your left arm against your right. Twist to your left. Back to center. Twist to the right. Back to center. Release your hands. Extend the arms out and up. And then reach your hands forward. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hip, expand the right knee. Right knee to the outside of the right arm to touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick it back up. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Give me a front view. Left hand to catch your right wrist, the palm facing up. And take the thumbs and the index fingers to catch your right wrist. Extend up, side bend to your left. Pull strongly with your left hand to get deeper on the right side stretch. Take it back up, switch hands. Right palm facing up. Catch your left wrist with your thumb and index finger. Extend up and side bend to the right. Take it back up to center again, release, wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, gaze upwards. On the exhale, bow forward, devotional warrior. All the way back up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. So again, you can take the elbows top of the leg, the hand to the floor. Left palm facing down, reach forward. Revolve tap moon. Reach your left hand forward, a little off to left side. Tip forward to balance, left hand, right foot. Hips are square. Reach your right arm out and up. Now keep the gaze looking to the floor. We'll move around here a little bit. On the exhale, reach your right hand toward the floor. On the inhale, reach your right arm up toward the sky. So you're rotating in the spine. Right hand toward the floor. Right hand up to the sky. One more time. Right hand to the floor. Right arm up to sky. Bend your left knee. Grab the inside of the right foot with your left hand and kick it back. This is your Revoltavasana. Now, this bind is too difficult for you. You can't reach. That's okay. Stay in your revolved half moon instead. Begin to break. Step the left foot all the way back. Circle all the way up for reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg, extended triangle. Right hand to top of the shin again, or to the floor if you have that flexibility. Left palm to face down and reach forward. This time we'll take half moon. Bend your right knee, right hand forward about a foot, look off to right side. Those of you using blocks, you can take your right hand to a block. Reach your left arm up, left heel reaching back. Now again, keep the gaze to the floor for balance. Reach your left heel strongly back. We'll take big circles with the left arm. So reach your left arm back. Down toward the floor, forward, and up. Big circles, back, down, forward, and up. One more, back, down, forward, and up. Bend your right knee, step it all the way back, and follow through into reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back for plank. Inhale and breath, exhale, push up, chaturanga. Elbows bending, lower 4 to 6 inches away from the floor. Slide forward, roll to the tops of the feet, lift up for up dog. So your thighs and your knees are off the floor. Roll back to down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee to outside, left arm to touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touching your right arm. Kick it back up. Step the left foot forward, warrior one. So again, I'll give you a front view. Right hand, palms face up to catch your left wrist. Extend and side bending to the right. Take it back up to center, switch hands, extend, side bending to the left. Take it back to center again, release, warrior one, wrap the hands back behind you, interlace. Try to find the other thumb on top, your non-dominant side. Draw the shoulders open, reach back, gaze up, ecstatic warrior. Bow forward, devotional warrior. Take back up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extend it, side angle. Right palm to face down, reach forward. Take the gaze to the floor, revolve half moon. Reach your right hand forward, about a foot, a little off to right side. Tip forward, balancing, right hand, left foot. Reach your left arm out and up to twist. Now keep the gaze to the floor for balance. We're going to move here, right? So right heel strongly reaching back. Reach your left hand toward the floor, and then rotate your left arm up toward the sky again. So rotating at the spine. Lower left hand toward the floor, and then lift it back up. Lower the left hand toward the floor, lift back up. Stay here in this revolved half moon, or bend your right knee, grab the inside the right foot with your left hand, and kick back. Start to release. Step the right foot all the way back. Circle it up and around. Warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg. Extended triangle. Draw the right hip back, left hand forward. Hands to top of the shin up to the floor. Right palm facing down and reach forward. Take the gaze to the floor, regular half moon. Bend your left knee, reach your left hand forward, raise your right arm straight up, flex your right foot, and reach your heel back. Now again, looking to the floor for balance. Right? You're taking big circles with the right arm this time. Reach your right hand back, down, forward, and up. Back, down, forward, and up. One more. Back, down, forward. As you come up, step it back into reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor, left foot stepping back plank. In on one breath. Exhale, push up, chaturanga. Tip forward just a little bit, bending at the elbows. Lower down 4 to 6 inches away from the floor. Slide forward some more, roll over your toes for up dog. Exhale, roll it back for down dog. Step the left foot forward, low lunge, right foot forward, stand, forward bend. Feet together, knees together. Take it up, chair. Alright, so you're facing the front, stepping to front of the mat. I'm giving you a front view here. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee. Alright, so steady balance here. Keep the gaze on a fixed point to the floor. Alright, so let's bring some movement here. Lift the right knee higher. Lower the right leg parallel to the floor. Lift the right knee higher, and then lower. Lift and lower. Stay here, and then I'll open up the knee to the right side. Lift and lower. So same thing here. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Tree pose. Grab the right foot, take it to the inner left leg. So try to go above the knee joint if you can, below the knee joint if that's difficult for you to balance and it's tight for your hips. Hands together in prayer, reach up and out in a wide position. And stay here for another 5 breaths. Alright, transitioning into airplane warrior 3. Releasing your right foot behind your left leg. With your left hand, grab the inside of the right foot, stand tall. Extend the right arm out like the wing of an airplane, right leg as well. Draw forward to the shape of warrior 3. So your torso is about parallel to the floor. The upper chest is lifted, gaze is slightly forward. Airplane warrior 3. Release your left hand as well for full airplane. Reach your right foot back, step it back into warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Lengthen out the left leg, turn the left toes to right side. It's straddling forward bend. So your toes are slightly turned inwards, just a little bit, right? Heels are a little bit wider, so this gives you better extension through the outer legs. Ground through the heel and the outer edges of your feet. Hands to the hips. Lift up for the back bend. So this is to prepare the body for the forward fold. Come back to neutral spine. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, you can do that. But you're hinging at the hips to take the torso forward. Keep the spine as straight as possible. Then reach your hands down toward the floor. Once you have your hands supporting, then you can re-lengthen and then deepen into the forward fold. I'll give you about 10 breaths here to really feel for this forward fold. We're looking for the lengthiness of the entire back bodies, right? So starting from the heels, up the legs, and then down the spine and toward the crown of the head. So for those of you who are just staying here in the forward fold, just work here. If you're taking additional variations, whatever you like. So for example, if you want to deepen your forward fold, you can take yogic toe lock. Middle index fingers, hook into the inside of the big toes, using that as resistance to then inhale, lengthen, and then pull into your toes to draw forward a little bit more deeply. You can also turn the hands back the other way. Use your palms as grippers and walk your hands back and fold forward more deeply. Those of you looking to invert, go ahead and take your inversions. I'll give you a side view here if you're looking. Alright, so you want lengthiness through your legs, of course, slight bending if your hamstrings are tight. Keep the lengthiness of the spine, hinging at the hips to draw forward into the forward fold. And then once you have that, you can always re-lengthen your legs and go deeper. You have about 4 more breaths. So you're actively grounding through the heels and the outer feet. So they help you stabilize as you look for the lengthiness of the legs in particular. And then as you have stability through your legs, you can better refine the lengthiness of the spine. Alright, let's start to break. We're going to transition into crow pose here. So walk your hands toward the left leg. Pivot to your left heel and turn your left toes forward. Then, bending at the left knee. Walk your hands forward by about a foot, foot and a half. Then step the right foot forward, and now you are set up for your crow. Bend the arms back, knees to back the arms, you're on your tiptoes. Then, as you shift through your tiptoes, bear the weight forward. When your elbows line up over your wrists, now you are light enough and supported enough to lift your feet for your crow pose. Gazes to the floor and maybe even slightly ahead of you. What you do not want to do is look behind you past your toes, because then that means your head will drop a little bit and the weight falls forward. So that makes you fall into a headstand or crash down, right? So we want to avoid that unless you intend to take a headstand. Alright, beginning to break. You can walk or jump back for chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Alright, when you're ready, step the right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, standing forward bend. Feet together, knees together. Bend knees, take the right foot chair. So you're facing forward, right? I'll give you a front view again. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee and steady your balance here. So you're lifting and lowering. On the inhale, lift the left knee higher and then lower the left leg back to parallel the floor with your left thigh. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Stay here, then open it out to left side and lift, lower, lift, lower. Lift, lower. Reach for your left foot, grab the foot, take it to the inner right leg. Try to go above the knee joint if you can. If you cannot, go below the knee joint. Then reach arms out, up and wide into a V shape. So you're in a wide position here. Holding here for the next few breaths. So stillness is not only, balance is not only about stillness, right? Can you maintain your balance and still have that slight movement? That's what those lifting of the legs are about, right? Also, it's bringing you some hip mobility. All right, airplane, warrior 3. Release your left foot behind the right leg. Reach with your right hand to grab the inside of the left foot, standing up tall. Left arm goes out to the side like the wing of an airplane. So does your left knee. And then lean forward to the shape of warrior 3. So there is a slight upper back bend. So the upper back is lifted and gazes slightly forward. Left knee, left arm out to the left side. Then also reach your right arm out, reach your left heel back like a full airplane, and then stepping it back into warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Lengthen out the right leg, turn the right toes to the left side. straddling forward bend. So let's check and measure out your feet. Your toes should be slightly turned inwards, heels are just a bit wider. Right? So you can ground strongly through your heels and the outer feet to get better extension through your legs, outer legs. Hands to the hips, lift up for the back bend. Take it back to neutral. If you want, you can bend your knees a little bit and then hinge your hips to draw forward. Keep that length of your spine. Then releasing your hands to the floor. Once your hands touch down, you have the support of your hands. Then hinge even further. Keep the spine as straight as you can. Once you hit your maximum, stay there, and then you can adjust to lengthen out the legs. Now you have the stability of the legs, and then a little bit more space as well, and then deepening into the forward fold. So again, you have your options here to stay in that forward fold. Work on the deeper forward fold again by grabbing your toe lock or walking your hands back behind you. Those of you taking other variations, inversions, etc., go ahead and take. Perhaps this time we'll take this forward fold over one leg. So walk your hands over to the left side. So your left hand can go to the outside of the left foot or the inside of the left foot, and then grab anywhere to the outer left leg with your right hand and fold toward that leg. Those of you who have that forward fold over the left leg, start to walk it back to center and take it to the other side. Right hand to outside the right foot, left hand to the right ankle and pull. Or if that's too much for a reach for you, right hand to the inside of the right foot, left hand to grab the ankle and fold. Release and take it back to center. Everyone start to finish up your variations. Crow pose. Walk your hands over toward the right side. Turn the right toes forward. Then with your hands supporting slightly forward, bend your right knee and step forward. So now you're in the shape of a crow. Palms are flat, fingers widespread. Your hands are forward by about 1.5 from your toes. Bend the arms deeply back, right? So that you can take the knees to the back of the arms. You can go to the back of the arms or you can go to the side of the arms. I prefer the back of the arms. Gaze is slightly forward to the floor. So through the tiptoes, shift away forward, keeping the elbows bent. When your elbows line up over your wrists, maybe you'll get light enough that you can lift the feet off the floor. Alrighty, when you're ready, walk a jump back. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Alright, we're going to switch leading legs. Left leg up. Step the left foot forward, crescent moon. Right knee comes down to the floor. For those of you who need extra padding, you can take a blanket and take the knee for cushioning, or you can take your knee to a towel. Alright, so when you're ready, setting up the knees, hands to top of the thighs, and then lunging forward. So you want the alignment of the knee over the heel in a vertical line, right? And this gives you a nice support structure through the front leg. Then leaning the hips forward, getting into stretch of the right quads, opening of the hips. Once you find this stable position, press your hands into your thighs and start to lean the upper torso back, and you want to get your belly away from your thighs. And then the sternum starts to lift up with a slight back bend, gently looking up as well at an angle. Once this is set and your back bend is good, then you're ready to take the arms up, the Venus Mudra. If you have the shoulder mobility, the arms go alongside or slightly behind the ears. If you don't, arms straight up, or if your shoulders are really tight, your arms can go forward at an angle. Also, if your shoulders are really tight, maybe taking the Venus Mudra with your hands together is difficult. So separate your hands. Maybe you can go wider in a wide position, right? So this is all dependent on how much mobility you have in your shoulders, right? If you can't reach up and back like this, you're going to have to go a little less in degree and maybe even reach forward at a wider angle. All right, 2 more breaths here. Starting to break. Hands to either side of the left foot. So frame your left foot with your hands. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and start to lengthen out the front leg. Now, if you're super wide in this stance and you feel like you're not very balanced, right, going toward a split, I want you to step the right foot forward a little bit. So the back foot comes forward. This will give you a much more stable positioning, right? And then your hands can support firmly to the floor. Now, if your hands cannot touch down because your left hamstrings are tight, hopefully you have some sort of support structure like 2 blocks. You can also use 2 very sturdy books or a water bottle. Now, if you have only one structure, that's fine. You want to take the structure to the inside of the prop, to the inside of the left foot, using both hands evenly so that your shoulders are fully supported across the shoulders. Right? So you want your shoulders to be evenly supported. Right? So notice if you have only one hand on the block or your support structure, the other arm just kind of like dangles, right? So that means that shoulder is not being supported, right? So that gives you a twist that you're not intending to, right? So you don't want that. You want your spine to be equally working on both sides. All right, bend the front knee, ground the palms, kick the left leg up, 3-legged dog, pigeon. Take the left knee in, land the shin to the floor. Give your front view. You want the left toes to be pointed, and you're standing on top of the left shin. Notice also your left thigh angles out to the side at about 30 to 45 degrees to the side, right? So oftentimes when people line up the hips with the knees, they fall off to one side, and then they end up taking the pigeon like this, which is completely off. You want to be standing on the shins, but the thigh angles out to the side, and this gives you levelness in your pelvis. You're balancing on a triangle. This gives you stability and levelness. Elongate through the spine, and then walk your hands forward. You can be on your forearms. You can make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. Right? So that's your pigeon. Now, if your pigeon is really high because you haven't drawn the right leg forward back enough, you may also not feel stability here. You feel like it's just too high. So even if you're already down on the forearms, if you feel you can reach your back leg further back, just inch your right knee further back by tucking your toes under, lift the knee and walking back, and then keep progressively working this way. So you can lower the hips as low as you can. All right, walk it back in, tuck the back toes, press into your hands and lift up, stepping the left foot back and walk it out, side to side. Right, so if you're weak in circulation, you might feel a lot of pins and needles. Right, so as you pedal out the legs, it should start to recirculate your blood and you should start to feel a little bit more at ease. All right, let's take it back to stillness. Crescent moon, second side. Raise your right leg up. Step the right foot forward between your hands. Take the left knee down. Walk your hands, count the thighs, and lunge forward. When you get to your deepest lunge, you should have right knee over the right heel, vertical line. That gives you a very nice support structure. Pat your left knee if you need. Alright, so hands on top of the thighs. Press your hands into your thighs. Lean the upper torso back, but also think about drawing your belly away from the thighs. Gently looking upwards at an angle. Once you have all that set up, then Venus Mudra, index fingers pointing up, interlacing all the other fingers, reach up and back. So again, if you don't have the shoulder mobility to get the arms this far back behind the ears, then maybe your arms can go straight up or forward. Also again, you have the option of separating the hands. All those are really good possibilities based on your mobility of the shoulders and your comfort level. Give you about 3 more breaths here. Right, hips are moving forward. You should feel a nice stretch into the left hip joint through the quads. All right, start to release. Hands to frame your right foot either side. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Walk the left foot forward a little bit if you need, and then starting to lengthen out the front leg. So you're primarily looking for a right hamstring stretch here. Use your support if you need, or if you don't have any kind of elevation that you can take, you can bend your right knee a little bit. But even if you bend your right knee, it's not a lunge, right? You're not bending forward that much. You're looking still to lengthen the front leg the best you can with a bent knee. So the effort is, through that bent knee, you keep pressing back just a little bit more every time you come into it to lengthen out the right hamstrings, or the front hamstrings, or the hamstrings of the front leg. Right? That's much more accurate. Begin to break. Bend your right knee. So we're going to transition through three-legged dog for pigeon. Ground your palms. Kick the right leg up. Three-legged dog. Draw the right knee toward the nose. Right toes are pointing. Land the top of the right shin to the floor. Start angling out the right thigh to the side, 30 to 45 degrees. With your hands supporting, inch your left knee as far back as you can so you can lower the seat. And once your left knee is down, untuck the toes. Walk your hands back and draw the torso back. Your hips should be level. Your spine should feel relatively straight. And within here is your test. If you did it right and you did it well, you may not even need your hands for support. Okay? And then making your way forward. Forearms down. You can make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. All of those are good options. So as you take your pigeon here, with every breath, you're progressively letting the hips release. And through breath and gravity, you're going for more openness through the hips primarily. Of course, there's stretch into your quads, your knees, your shins of the front leg. And then you're fully extending your back toes, your left toes reaching back, then you're getting some lengthiness through the front of the left leg as well. But most of the action is on that right leg, right hip. You have about 5 to 6 more deep breaths. Alright, let's start to break. Lift back up, walk your hands back in, grounding the palms. Tuck the back toes and press right back to your down dog. Take lots of movement again, pedaling out side to side. And walk your feet forward toward your hands. Taking your seat down. Extend your legs forward with your hands supporting to either side. Slide the hands out to take the torso down. Recline twisting. Left knee comes in, left arm stays out to side, and then twisting to the right. So you can use your right hand pressing against your outer left leg to give you more resistance to deepen your twist. Back to center. Switch legs, switch arms. So left leg goes up, right knee comes in. Right arm out to a T, left hand to the right knee to twist to the left. Alrighty, back to center again. Hug both knees in. Then step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward. Separating the feet, toes are turned out, arms alongside the body, palms face up. Let everything go. Shavasana, final relaxation. Beginning to reconnect to the breath. Start to move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. Rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-leg position. Palms face up, fingers in Jnana Mudra. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer in front of the heart. Bowing forward, sealing practice. You now come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me in this yoga practice. Again, please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as my regular schedule. Venmo information is on there as well. The handle is Simha Yoga Lab. The 4-digit code for verification is 8096 if prompted. Classes are $10. And if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. Do the best you can. And please do share with your friends and your fellow yogis. Share on your social media, or just kind of let people know. It's also on YouTube as well for full access. It's on there permanently. So let people know. If they would prefer to live stream, you can go to Facebook at Simha Yoga with Stephen Chang, and my YouTube channel is Simha Yoga Lab. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Again, be safe, be well, and take care. I'll see you soon.